Neighborhood Healthwatch is sponsored by the doctors of HCA Virginia.
And today in Neighborhood Healthwatch, stress and heart disease. How to identify and manage stress before it becomes a major problem. While stress is a normal part of life, left unmanaged, it can adversely affect your cardiovascular health. And people respond differently to life challenges, whether it's stress over work, family, or health issues. But being able to identify the stressors in your life and releasing the tension is key. Dr. Denise Dietz is here to talk about that. She is with Cardiology Associates of Richmond, Chippenham, and Johnston Willis Hospitals. Let's start off with, what are the warning signs of stress?
Yeah, you know, stress can be manifested in different people in different ways, and it may just be that you become agitated, anxious. You may start performing poorly in work, at your job. Family members might notice that you're less engaged with things. So several different warning signs that probably will be picked up best by those around you can pop up.
But how does it increase your risk for heart disease?
Yeah, they've studied this, and there seems to be a clear correlation between stress and heart disease. And as for how that manifests or how that plays out on a physiological level, you know, we have yet to determine that specifically, but the thought is it could cause an imbalance in your sympathetic versus parasympathetic nervous system. When you get that rush of adrenaline, that could be a response. Alternatively, it could affect cortisol levels, which is a stress hormone in your body. And lastly, it could start an inflammatory cascade in your body that could have its effect on your vasculature.
Be happy and don't harbor anger. I mean, that's the first thing that comes to mind when I think about ways to deal with it, stress, and to cope with it. But is that true, or are there other things?
You know, some people you might know or you might see react to stress by becoming hostile or angry. And they have also studied that those type of people who get angry have worse cardiovascular outcomes. So that's the outcome, or that's the effect of stress that we don't want to see.
Right. Okay. And so there are certain types of people who might be more prone to exhibiting stress in a bad way.
Yeah, we all have to recognize the stress in our life and figure out a way to manage it. You know, becoming hostile and angry is not the way to manage it. There are better, healthier ways to manage. Exercising, eating right, maintaining a positive attitude, socializing with friends and family.
All good ways to deal with it. Thank you, Dr. Dietz, for joining us on First and Forward.